Ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday, and
I got a question, man.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
I got a big question.
You go ahead.
Why in the fuck didn't anybody bring me a Cadbury egg?
You
Not
didn't
one.
You didn't get a Cadbury
Not
egg?
one.
Damn it.
It's the first Easter I've never had one.
Bro, my kids ate so much sugar and so many chocolate eggs
It's Easter.
that they started to wig out. They started to wig out toward the end of the day.
Did anyone bring them a
Just
Cadbury
crying,
egg?
falling down on the ground.
Did you guys have Cadbury eggs? I haven't even seen one.
I didn't see one goddamn Cadbury
What
egg.
in the world is going on?
I did not see one.
My girl's mom brought me just a large chocolate bunny, which I ate last night.
Yeah. I went
Ears
to,
first, never asked first.
Yep, my son ate the ears off his bunny this morning.
Says a lot
I was
about
like,
a
you got to
person.
eat some breakfast. And he was like, what? I'm just eating the ears.
Oh, wait, was it solid or hollow?
It was hollow.
I love the hollow ones.
Yeah, the
man.
hollows are.
I know.
There's something like
I know the rich like the thickness of the solid one.
Yeah.
Not me, man. I'm all street. I like a hollow rabbit.
There's like a reward to a hollow rabbit. It's easier to eat or something. You don't feel like you're.
It just feels nice.
Yeah.
The other one, it's like biting into marble almost.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
But yeah, not one fucking Cadbury egg, man. I want
chocolate.
I ran so far in the mornings because I figured I was gonna eat Cadbury eggs.
I'm on a clear broth diet right now, and you're making me hungry.
Clear broth? Why? For how long?
Well, I'm at 6:45 a.m. They're gonna stick a camera up my shitter, take a look at my rump hole.
It's just like a little. Like,
I don't know.
It's just one of those little spy cameras.
I asked for a larger camera.
Yeah, you want a mag light up there.
I want a mag light.
Completely unnecessary, sir.
At 50,
Nah, put a bazooka up there.
I want a mag light.
Just take your fist and put a GoPro on your fist and just fist up.
No
there.
anesthetic. Shove it up there.
Why are you doing it? It's the 50-year-old checkup.
You got to do it at 50.
Everyone does. It's
Everybody. Well, because colon cancer, I guess, is one of the most curable cancers if you catch it early, and it's also, I think, one of the more common. So at 50, they go, we're going to stick a camera up your ass and look at your ass. That's how it is.
They're looking at your prostate.
They look at your colon. So your colon is find out how long a colon is.
Oh, they're
and they
long.
got a snake up there, and they got to see if there's any kind of abnormality.
Like that video game Snake.
That's
just
right.
Like,
so I got to have my shit has got to be super clean.
yeah, it can't be Andy Dufresne through that fucking shitter.
No, I got to
It needs
take.
to be clean.
Let me explain something
like
to you.
a slip and slide.
I got to. Here's
It's
the
only
bottom
about
line.
5 feet.
All right, 5 feet. That's as tall as Arsema. Now here's the thing.
So that camera's going to go from the bottom of her shoe to the top of her head.
They got to look at everything.
In your body.
That's right.
And it's just a little camera with a light on it, like a little like.
And they're looking for knobs, things that look out of the ordinary, and they can cut it out if there's a situation. But you want to get it in time, and that means I may or may not have already taken a laxative.
Are you supposed to take laxatives?
Yeah, and then at 6 p.m. I got to drink this solution that really cleans me out.
Is it white?
It's Miralax.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to drink that shit down.
You're gonna be pissing out of your
I'm
ass.
excited about that.
You're just gonna clean you out though. Probably gonna lose some weight.
Probably, I'll be clean. I'm pretty clean.
Did they check they check your prostate while they're back there too? They kind of melt that thing too.
That's with checkups, where they got to see if it's flat. If it's large, then there's a problem. Sometimes.
And so was your doctor like a week ago? Like, yeah, it's that 50 checkup.
Yes. Well, I went when I was 49. This same doctor, and he goes, I insurance won't cover it until you're 50. So I can write. You got to see. I mean, I can. Are you having any abnormalities? And I was like,
you?
No.
Nothing. You sure?
But I'm a hypochondriac, dude.
You're so worried about everything. You get a bump, you're like, oh my god. And I love this. You're like, I'm lactose intolerant, and you do a test like, you're not. You're sure. I'm so happy. Oh my god, wine keeps me up at night. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now?
I'm such a bitch.
No, it's not.
I'm a bitch about stuff.
Yeah.
Plus, I had that food poisoning, a little bit mild, and I've been like a little queasy for the whole week, and I've been like, something's wrong with me.
I'm gonna die.
Something's wrong.
So it's good for you to get checked up, just so you can check that off.
Look, man, this whole week I got checkup. I got colon stuff. I got Invisalign. I got to fix after we get back. I got shit
You're not
to
doing
do.
Invisalign.
I am too on the bottom of my teeth.
Why? We talked.
I don't
about
like
this
my
years
snaggle
ago.
tooth.
Hey, and add something else to the list that you're complaining about, which really isn't that bad. Add something else to the list. You have to get a tattoo. You fucking moron.
Bro, what are we gonna get and when and who? I got to. Yes, I do, and I'm getting one.
You know you cannot back out.
I'm
of
getting
this
a tattoo. I've already. I know that. So here's the question:
You've accepted it.
I've accepted it.
I think you're telling the truth because your wife even
No, I'm
texted
getting
me.
it.
What do you think Brian's gonna get for a tattoo?
I'm getting it. I'm not gonna back out. I said I
have
was.
to.
So here's the thing: I'm gonna get a tattoo of my colon. No, I'm gonna get a tattoo of. I mean, what's a good tattoo?
People are sending us ideas. That Joe Romero is coming up with some ideas. I think it has something to do. I think it has to do something with Abbott Kenny. Maybe
Yeah. Maybe
Maybe
Joe
a big
Romero.
mural on your back.
Hey, bro, not a mural. I
Maybe
don't
a
want a mural.
giant Venice Canal mural on your back.
No, dude, I don't want that.
With me holding up like 10 mil.
No, I don't want you on my. I can't have you on my back.
I can't.
What do you think I should do?
I don't know, man.
You're the fucking tattoo guy, bro.
Kind of.
Do I get a? I
have a bunch of angels. You could have an angel holding up a 10 sign, like Wilt Chamberlain when he scored 100 points. We'll make it old school. It's like an angel holding up a 10.
That's not bad. Or maybe just Abbott Kinney Fight Club, something with the logo. Or is that
I don't know if you'd want Fight Club on your body.
Yeah, but I'm a fighter.
Maybe just like
fighter.
Abbott Kenny. I could do it with you.
Yeah. How about
Matching
this?
tattoos.
How about I got heavy hands?
Or no, you know what you should get?
What if you hate me so much if I came back and I just had boxing and I had boxing gloves?
Dude, what if you got just like old school, like that giant mega mothership of a missile, but you get a bunch of missiles like going down your arm, and then it ends here and you go, because I dropped bombs.
Oh, fuck that.
How
That's
annoying
hilarious.
would that be? I had a buddy who was boxing. He did Golden Gloves. I don't know if he won or not. And then he was going to go pro. He always said he could beat Manny Pacquiao. And he got a tattoo. I mean, he's pretty new to it. He got straight, like, boxing gloves.
No,
like,
he didn't.
hanging off his
You
neck.
got to be fucking kidding me.
God,
Bro, come on,
Unless
man.
you're Muhammad Ali, I'd probably...
Yeah, unless it's your life, bro. And even then, it's a little much.
Even then, you're going to get made fun of.
Yeah, even then, it's a little much.
Even then's a doozy.
I had a funny experience. I was at Frank Grillo's for Easter. He bought this new sick crib, and I say crib now.
Yeah, don't say crib.
And I'm street. He had this bomb ass crib.
Man,
he has a bomb ass crib.
Yeah, dope crib.
Yeah, this dope.
God, when you say dope, it hurts my heart.
Yo,
when you say dope, an angel dies.
Bro, dope as fuck.
There's one.
And I met his dad and his mom. He comes from a big Italian family.
Super Italian.
From New York, from the Bronx.
Yeah.
And I interrupted his story.
Classic Callan.
Yep. Dean, his brother, who I love, Dean Grillo, was telling, not his brother, his cousin was telling a story. And I thought it was done. He stopped. It's a long story about how they got in a fight. And I wanted to tell a story. I was going to make up a story.
Yeah.
And I go, you know what happened to me? And Dean goes, and Frank goes, he wasn't done. And they all had an overreaction, like because they're Italian. They just went,
like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is with this guy?
That.
And all of a sudden, his 75-year-old dad starts going, boo, boo. And I didn't know what was going on at first. And I went, huh? And he's got his hands. He's making like a funnel with his hands going, boo, boo. And he starts walking towards me, and he grabs me by the chest and pushes me against the wall and goes, boo. Keep going. I got him over here. Keep going. He's
we need that
hilarious.
guy in here to control you and me.
Fucking hilarious.
That's
exactly.
hilarious.
I was laughing so hard. He was just like, boo. Then I say something to my wife, and he grabs me and goes, hey, you don't ever talk to her like that again. In fact, come over here. He drives me. He goes, apologize to her. I go, his name is Pasquale. I go, Pasquale, Mr. Pasquale.
I love this.
Mr. Grillo, I apologize. He goes, don't apologize to me. Apologize to the woman.
I love it.
My wife is like, what? I go, I'm really sorry when I talked to you that way. I was out of line. He goes, now get back over there. That's what he did to me the whole fucking night.
I love it.
What a great
So that's
guy.
what you guys did on Easter?
Yeah.
You guys do an Easter egg hunt?
Yeah. Easter egg hunt, the whole fucking thing.
I feel like Easter, especially now, the Easter baskets, like you don't have to just get kids chocolate. Like my girl's friends, her family. My family didn't send shit. Way to go, Denver. Way to go, guys. No one sent shit.
I got a story for you about this.
Anyways, I feel like kids now, it's changing. Like we're not a very religious family. Like I sent Bryan and Chris D'Elia a text that said Jesus saves.
It was so
have
funny,
a glorious
dude.
Sunday.
That was so funny.
D'Elia text back, hey, man. I kept responding back, Jesus saves.
Jesus, finally you're like, Jesus saves, you fucks. I'm like...
But I get a bunch of those texts like, okay, all right.
Boy.
I feel like Easter's changing where you can get, it's almost like a birthday or a Christmas. Like you can just get the kid anything.
Yeah.
Like you can just do whatever. You get him, like he got a train set. He got some fucking clothes. Like it just doesn't, money.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be about chocolate.
Did you dye eggs? You're too young. He's too young.
too young. We had colored eggs, and we hit them.
My wife set up the whole dying egg thing.
It's a beast.
It's a beast. At first, she went and bought a bunch of brown eggs and boiled them. She was like, because she was just so distracted, and she goes, I just hear her go, "What the fuck?" I go, "Whoa, what happened?" She goes, "I dyed a bunch of brown eggs." I go, "Well, can you paint them?" She goes, "No, I can't fucking paint them." Runs out and goes and buys a bunch of white eggs. And apparently, what you have to realize about kids is that when they're doing something, it's the whole world, right?
Everything.
So my daughter's trying to dye her egg. She's a perfectionist, trying to dye her egg. No, a white egg, a certain kind of yellow. It gets screwed up. Tears. Now I, as a father, go, what are you doing? What's the big deal? Please relax. My wife, who knows better, realizes that my daughter, that was her project. That was her life.
A magenta color egg.
Yeah, it was a big deal because she'd done all the right steps and it didn't work out. And that's the kind of shit you can fight about as a parent. When you're not on the same page as a parent and you have different philosophies about how to raise a child, that can lead to some tension. We had to see a professional about that.
Did you? And the professional just wanted to get you guys on the same page?
Professional was very interesting.
But see, I think it's good to have a split. I mean, obviously you guys have to be on the same page and not argue in front of the kiddos. But I think it's good to come from both aspects. If I have a splash of Bryan,
100%.
Splash of Amanda,
100%.
You can't argue in front of the kid about it.
Yeah, it's how that kids watch more of what you do, not what you say.
Yep.
So you better set an example of how you fight. You can complain, you can fight, but don't call each other names, all that stuff. But what's interesting is that I have a different point of view on how to raise a child. So my is a little old school, which is the idea that the world's a kick in the nuts. So sometimes I'm like, hey, stop the bullshit. We're doing this.
Live on.
Yeah, I don't care about your feelings and stuff like that. Well, I mean, yeah.
I hear you.
But, you can't allow your irritation sometimes to color what the best approach would be. There are different ways to approach things with children. It doesn't mean you're not stern. Doesn't mean there's not discipline in the household. But a lot of the shit is counterintuitive to me. But what I was trying to say to this woman was what I realized was that, like in life in general, I don't really want to win this. I don't care about I don't know how to parent. I'm learning how to do this. It's about the best way. It's about the best fucking way, right? It's like if somebody says you're kicking wrong, you're not going to be like, no, this is the way I do it because I want to be right. You're going to go, all right, well, what do I do? Turn my hip more? I'm doing this wrong? Whatever it might be. I mean, that's a good way to be. So I learned a lot.
I don't think there's no winning or losing. It's just the losing is if you raise a fucked up kid. Then
right.
You lost.
There you go.
But I know parents who they won't even let you touch their kid because they're worried about germs or something. Or they won't let their kids see Coke cans, or they won't let them be around other kids who are aggressive, or they think everyone because their kid has nut allergies that or they're allergic to something that you can't have any nut. There's no almond butter or anything for all the kids.
There you go.
Which I don't agree with it. But if that's the way you want to raise your kid, I'm not going to tell you different. But my kid's not going to put up with that.
And so here's the thing. And she comes in when one parent has that philosophy and the other parent has your philosophy.
Well, that's something you guys should have went over before you got married.
Sometimes you don't know until you're raising a human being together, right? So sometimes
you guys should know now, though. Yeah.
We're kind of.
It's like being pissed that you found out your Tesla's electric.
No, because there are
lease.
Because there are problems that arise when your child has a problem that you're trying to deal with it from two different perspectives.
If it's a problem that I see what you're saying. Yeah, we don't have to get in detail. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, and so and what your culture is, like how you grew up. All that shit plays a factor into it.
Dude, I'll tell you what's weird is like Jo, she grew up, obviously strict Mexican Catholic family, super strict with Tiger. Mm-hmm. I thought I would be strict. I think when it comes to like school, athletics, whatever he wants to do, entertainment, I'll be strict. I can lead him towards that road. But when it comes to other stuff, I don't have it in me. I'm not a pushover, but like Jo will yell at him or spank him. If he comes running towards me, yeah, like I love it. I'm like, hell yeah, let's get out of here. Or Joe will slap him and he'll look at me. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, that was fucked up.
And so slapping and yelling is in the new way of looking at things. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but that would be considered they would tell you that there are better ways to do it. They would tell you
get on their level and talk to them.
No, they don't. No, not at all actually, but they would say that there are better ways to do that because they're you get into it. See, here's the thing with kids that I also didn't know is that there is a separation between sort of the rational brain and the reptilian brain when they're hyperstimulated.
Yeah.
And one of the things you're gonna deal with, like all parents deal with, is that your kid is gonna have his own idea of how to do shit. And 75% of kids, she said, no matter what, it's just how human beings are. I was like, I want to teach. So she said a lot of parents will parent, and a lot of times they'll parent their child in a way that is the way they didn't get parents. So they're trying to make up for a deficit that they didn't get.
If you have shitty parents, makes sense.
No, it's not shitty parents. Sometimes your parents are
Well,
busy.
if it's a deficit.
But some parents are like, for
They
example.
weren't present or they were busy.
Well, yeah, or they
That'd be
just,
bad
or they just didn't, they parented a different way. So for example, maybe your parents loved the shit out of you. They were always there, but they never really taught you things because they didn't know how to. Like, so for example, they didn't teach you how to approach a sport the right way or practice, whatever it might be. What we do is we try to fill in that deficit. No parent's perfect. There's going to be deficits in how you're raised. And you're going to try to fill in that deficit. But one of the things that I noticed about child psychology, which I didn't realize, is a kid freaks out, screaming and yelling. A lot of parents will yell that down. They'll match that yelling, right? They'll be like, hey, enough of that bullshit. Stop it right now, or they'll spank the kid. Problem is that kid, when he's there is a separation between his rational brain and his reptilian brain. He's gone. That kid is not hearing
no
you.
getting him back, yeah.
So what they'll do is a lot of times the better way to do it is to either, if he's saying bad things, you stare at that kid, you can leave, or you can basically not engage, wait till the kid calms down, and then come back and administer your lesson. Which is something that I never thought about, but it's fucking effective.
Yeah.
Because with kids, 75% of those kids, they don't want their parents teaching them anything. It's a weird thing that they don't know if it's evolutionary, but you will get resistance. And their teacher can teach them all day. But you may have a great way to teach them. They're like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know. My teacher.
I think it just depends, too. I think everyone has their different thing. Yeah, I would have some, I'd have some words with that lady. I don't agree with everything. I think it just depends too.
Yeah.
It just depends. And it also depends on your kid, man. Sometimes your kid has fucked up issues.
Yeah.
Maybe has attention issues. Maybe, there's a lot of things that go into it. But there's not one right answer.
No.
Like her ways might not work for my kid. You know what I'm saying? It just depends.
Yeah. Well, one thing is I don't know much about it, and I don't know a lot about child psychology. And there are people that can definitely help. Like for me anyway, like where
Those people can help. I'm also at a super advantage because I had a beast of a dad.
Yeah,
I had a beast of a dad. Lead by example. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's
but
you'll
have your own issues like every parent.
Everyone does.
Yeah,
everyone does.
There's just challenges.
I just think it's the same. It goes back to the same thing. I'm not hating that thing. That's great for you, B. I think it's great. But I think there's this new wave of people where you do this to the kid. Don't talk to them like this, and make sure you're on the same level and treat them like a little human.
See,
I'm
I don't like that.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't like that
Since
stuff.
when? What are you talking about?
Agree.
And pay me this much money. I'm going to show you how to. What are you talking about?
That's been my problem.
What are you fucking talking about?
I don't trust new age thinking. There's a lot of new psychology.
It goes the same with working out. Oh, you do this now. Oh, well, what's wrong with the meat and potatoes we've been doing forever? You're just trying to put a different spin on it.
But that's what I brought up in the room. As I said, look, I appreciate this. There's a lot I can learn here.
I'm sure there is.
She's 70. Things. She's been doing it for a long time.
70,
got it. Great kids. Her kids turn out amazing. I got it. It's all good. However, there is also history, and there is also the way things have been done. And, at the end of the day, I know a lot of parents that were really strict, not so strict. Some parents hit their kids. The people that come out of those parents are not all screwed up. I mean, a lot of people that I know actually who are really high functioning adults who are really interesting that I really like being around had some trauma in their childhood, had parents that were really strict, maybe even got hit. They were old school. And you know what? Like the way like old school Catholic kids were raised, you got spanked. You got hit.
I'm open-minded, but I'm also saying let's not reinvent the wheel.
There you go.
Here.
That's how I feel. That's where all this psychology gets confusing, man. Because you can go down that rabbit hole. How many people who've been in therapy for 25 years and they're a bigger mess than when they started? Like,
well, I know people. I go to this park here by where I live, and it's a upper, class park, and you talk to the parents and like, well, my kid does this. I'm like, he's 2, man. And then he's with the nanny. When are you present?
Right.
There's your fucking problem.
Yep.
You're never present.
They call that affluenza.
You're always, the nanny's dealing with him, or this teacher's dealing with him, or he's doing this just so you can do what? Shop? What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, they just, on NPR, they had this woman who wrote a book about how children are dealing with anxiety, getting ulcers, all kinds of depression because their days, they can be in elementary school, and their days, if you look at homework, school, and activities, they're putting 70 hours in a week.
You gotta be a kid, man.
You gotta be a kid and play, man.
You gotta be a kid, and the parents don't just put it off on someone else.
Well, you were saying also, these kids are specializing in sports?
That's a terrible idea.
Right?
Terrible idea. Because the parents want the next LeBron James. LeBron James didn't just play basketball.
Yeah.
But now the parents see money, how big of a money maker it is, and that they want to give their kid the best chance for a scholarship. Then they should play all sports. And matter of fact, most scouts, college coaches, professional coaches, they want a more diverse athlete than just specialize in one thing.
Yeah.
Also, the kids can get burnt out.
Yeah, and I also think you learn about all that shit from doing things, right?
Yeah, you just want to be well-rounded.
Like team
man.
sports, all that shit.
A bad idea. Dude, I'll tell you what fucked me up. 2 things this weekend. We'll start with this one. It might fuck up your current event, and I'm not sure. Probably will. But have you seen the serial killer in Ohio driving around killing people on Facebook Live?
No, I can't watch it. He killed an older man, right?
Oh, dude, so I'm like, what the fuck? It's going to be easy to catch this, dude. We have the make and model of his car. We know where he works. He gave his name. He's like, my name's Mike, whatever the fuck, Kevin, or I forget what it is.
He drove by and shot a guy?
No, walked up to him because his girl broke up. So he's on Facebook Live, and he's like, man, I'm always the butt of the joke. Like, he doesn't seem too crazy. He just seems like a piece of shit. And I hope they shoot him in the fucking face. Guys like that don't need to be on this earth. No. I don't give a fuck what you say. So he's Facebook Live. He's like, man, I've always been the butt of jokes and people making fun of me. And, I help all these other people. No one helps me. I'm just sick of this shit, man. Then my girl broke up with me, and, I'm just sick of it. And finally I just fucking flipped, man. And he's like, I'm going to kill innocent people just for the fuck of it. Cause I'm sick of this shit. And he goes, and just let you know, I've killed probably 16 people total. They can't confirm that. They think he's lying. He's just this fat piece of shit. I get so upset about it. So, he was like, I've killed, these homeless people in this place here. And he's giving an address, stuff like that. No one can confirm the kills though. So they think he's making up. But then he's like, you know what? Watch this. He gets home, it's just some, 78-year-old, 80-year-old dude. And he's like, what's up, man? And he's like, tell me your name. And he tells him his name. And I went down this rabbit hole, saw the real video. It fucked my Easter up.
I can't take that shit.
So then the dude's like, my name's whatever. And he's like, how old are you? He's like 78. And he's like, Shannon something. This is what happens because you did this to me. Just shoots him in the head.
In the head?
In the head. And then he's like, this motherfucker's dead. See, Shannon, this is what you get. That you caused this. Gets back in the car. He's like, I'm just sick of this, man. I'm going to keep doing it until I get caught, and hopefully I kill enough so they give me life in prison. I'm like, God, hopefully they shoot you in your fucking gut and your titties or torture you.
Yeah.
Hopefully the homies get a hold of you and just torture you.
Yeah.
That's what should happen. People like that shouldn't have a trial and keep doing all this stuff. I'm so sick of that shit. Oh, he's mentally ill. Well, he's stable enough to get on Facebook Live, do this, not be caught,
crazy.
all this shit.
Nah, he's
mentally
not mentally ill.
He's a
He's an
piece of
asshole.
shit. We gotta
That's
fucking kill this
asshole.
guy.
Yeah.
He's an asshole. So I went down that rabbit hole because I saw that. I think his name's Kevin Smith. I'm not sure.
I don't think
It might be Kevin Smith.
Maurice Smith.
That's a fighter, Bryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy. I'm pretty sure it's Kevin Smith. So he does that, right? And so I see the video. I'm like, God damn it, fucked up my day. Anyways, let me watch this Anthony Casey or Casey Anthony documentary.
Yeah.
That was on TLC. That's him there. That's that fat piece of
Stevens.
shit. Steve Stevens. I know some bullshit like that. Anyways, you know the Casey Anthony story? You remember that trial?
Yeah,
the hot mom
I do.
who killed her daughter, but
Yep.
then got it. Dude, I don't know what I was doing. Was it 7 years ago? I missed all of it. Maybe I was fighting balls deep in something. I really didn't see it. So this is all new to me. This, again, just a terrible person, man. This documentary, you're watching it, and, they found the little girl, 30 days later, she reported missing. The night she went missing, they show her at this club, dancing promiscuous, having fun. 2 days later, even though her daughter's missing, she gets a tattoo that says "The Good Life" in Italian on her back. Then they find out that her boyfriend, they were drug dealers for Xanax. So she would constantly give the little girl Xanax to keep her asleep so she could go out and party and stuff.
Okay, Jesus.
Piece of shit. So then they find the body, 30, 40 days later. She's in prison at this time, in jail, getting ready to go on trial. And the parents go, they found the body. It was your daughter. She goes, of course. Didn't give a fuck. Was like, yeah, what can you do? Of course. And then, she
my
had this
God.
close relationship with her father, and she's like, Dad, I just want you to know all this isn't because of you and your mom, all this stuff. And then on trial, they find out she's sleeping with her attorney. That's how she's paying the bills, because he's the same attorney that got Ian Hernandez off, helped with OJ, like he's a piece of shit. So she's sleeping with him, can't pay the bill. She's giving him sexual favors.
Hernandez got off?
We'll get to that. Okay. This is another story. So she's sleeping with him to pay the bills. Then it comes out to a total spin. The reason why she's fucked up, she said she was sexually molested by her father, which isn't just some great dad. Like, no, that's true. She kept bringing that up, and eventually they just backed off because, like, we have no proof. There's nothing there. The dad was so distraught about his granddaughter dying and that his daughter flipped on him and said he was sexually molested her. He tries committing suicide.
Oh, my God.
It's just some heavy shit. So all this shit adds up. It's 110% her. She's the most hated person in America. This bitch gets off because they're like, we can't prove that she actually did it because the body was just bones by the time they found it. And they don't know if she drowned or what, but they're saying that she's not. We can't put her away for life or give her a death penalty because we can't 100% confirm that the body, even though they found duct tape over the mouth and it was confirmed she would give her Xanax and stuff. So they let her off. So
wasn't her dad a suspect for a while?
They said they thought her dad helped her. It was their idea, but that got thrown out. It was just bullshit.
Wow.
So then this gets over. I'm like, God damn it, what a terrible Easter. But I got to find out what this bitch is up to. So I
got to find out.
It says Casey Anthony now. This bitch is in Florida, lives with the attorney that helped her, works for him, lives with him. It's rumored that she's pregnant and getting married. She tried starting her own photography clinic, but she started a social media like hey, whatever, Casey Anthony Photography.
Did she change her name? I thought she changed her name.
I don't know, but Society picked that shit up real fast and went, huh?
Yeah.
And she got so many negative comments, she had to get out of that. So they're saying she has no friends. She no. What are you gonna do? You killed a fucking 2-year-old.
Yeah.
God, it's some
and
dark.
Mainly,
shit.
you went out and were fine.
Fine,
partying,
she's flourishing,
getting the good life.
Just a piece.
So
of
knew that
shit.
child was no longer an anchor for her.
How terrible is that?
Man,
how terrible is that?
Sociopaths
and good looking girl too. Yeah. Have you seen her? Her eyes are as blue as the ocean.
Bring her up.
She's a pretty girl and just a piece of shit.
You see what we're working. I've seen her face, but I have not. Let me see what's what.
Oh. We go to the far right one, third one down, one more down, third row, bottom right. Yes, that's the picture that most people remember as.
Yeah, very pretty.
She was in a fucking
right
killer.
Here, she looks pretty.
Yeah, if she was in a killer, I'd bust on her stupid face.
Hey, man. Okay, but can you not say that? Because you don't. If she wasn't a killer, you would bust on her face.
That's what I'm saying.
But if you said if she wasn't a killer, I'd bust on her stupid face. So you're already assuming she's stupid, and you'd still want to bust on her face if she wasn't a killer, which would kind of mean she's a good person. But you just called her stupid. You called the Casey Anthony that isn't bad.
Well, look at her there with
go ahead
duct
and bring
tape
that
over
up.
titties.
I got to see
Looks
that.
like she got.
You just mentioned duct tape.
I'm just looking at this to make sure everything is okay.
Poor taste. Casey Anthony with fucking.
I'll be honest with you, it's a little hot as well. I'm going to be honest with you. You might be a killer, but
we do shows in Florida. Let's say we're down in Florida, we're at a bar, and she's like, "Whoa, firing the kid."
Yeah,
fellas, listen.
Yeah,
and let's say we're both singing at the time. She goes,
"Yeah,
I don't know what you heard, but here's what really happened." Right. And then shows this video. She goes, "You two mind running a train on me in the back here?"
Yeah,
and can I film it?
And I'd be like,
"We'll call it."
All right, but I don't approve. I don't approve of you as a person or what you do.
Yeah, I would say we're down to do it. We getting duct tape. It's about to get aggressive.
Isn't Louis C.K. the guy who said, if I'm having sex, if I'm about to have an orgasm, you could be cutting my mother's head off in front of me, and I'd be like, when I'm done, we're going to talk about this shit.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I don't know.
I've always said that.
What would you do though?
I mean, I'd be like,
what if you found out after the fact?
I would be like, no way. I'm not doing that here where people can see me leave with you. Now, here's the thing.
I would do this. I'd be like, oh yeah, that sounds amazing. Oh, you like the older guy? Oh, you want to take the kid for a spin? No problem. You guys have fun. I won't say a word. Real quick picture for just personal reasons here. Click. I'm like, have a good time, guys. You want me to get the Uber? I'll get you guys an Uber. And then as soon the next morning, I'd post, Bryan, fuck Casey Anthony.
Well, let me ask you this, a personal question, and I know the answer. Sometimes men are fucking, we're crazy because if we got a dime piece in our sights and we think it's going to happen, that girl could be a straight up racist. She could be a straight up bad person.
The reptile brain kicks in.
You're
My dick goes, I'll figure it out later.
Oh, I've had girls say some shit where I've been like, you are an absolutely terrible fucking person. I hate everything about you.
So hot.
Here's my dick.
So hot.
But I am
Your dick goes,
I am going to gift you my piece.
Your dick goes, we'll figure it out, man. Come on.
And then I hate
You know,
myself.
had a couple jokes. She's just joking, man. Let's feel it out. Look at the lips.
Oh, it's terrible.
It is weird, man.
It's terrible.
She's a piece of shit. Her and that other guy. Hopefully they catch that killer in Ohio. For sure, I want to go out of the house for a little bit because just randomly killing people.
There's like 5 states on lockdown right now.
They always say that
They're
war
searching
and
5
chaos
states.
brings out a bunch of those people. They're all in the woodwork. They're all waiting.
This guy was just his girl breaking up with him, so he just flips out. But I think what else is fascinating, not fascinating, but he killed that older man, right, who can't fight back because he's this fat, out of piece, obviously undisciplined piece of shit. So if he catches like a young, strapping dude who's like, what the fuck? And he's like, no, what the fuck? And beats his ass, would be glorious.
It would be.
My thing is if you're an Ohio resident, let's say I'm in Ohio, right? I'm going to get coffee. He drives up to me. He's like, yo, man, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, that's him. And I'm like, pretend it's not. Hey, yeah, knock the gun out. And then I'm just like, check this out. Facebook Live. Hey, douche. Hey, douche. Hey, douche. Hey, douche. Pancake.
Yep.
Ohio pancake.
Yep.
Do we celebrate and I get a key to the city, or am I doing some years? Casey Anthony style.
I think you celebrate. You get a key to the city.
You think they'd be like, we get it, bro?
Because
you took out a serial killer.
First of all, I thought he was going
to kill him.
The minute you see a guy like that, and if you attacked him and killed him, and you should kill him with your bare hands, you could be like, I thought he was going to kill me.
Well, I've seen his Facebook Live videos. I thought he was going to kill me.
You get off on that. What would you do? Would you just choke him to death?
I would punch him square in the face as hard as I can.
Yep.
And then I'd mount him on top and then just rain these elbows down into his face.
Ooh.
Turned into
You'd elbow kill him?
Fucking Hawaiian shaved ice.
Really?
Yes.
You keep driving that elbow into it until he was
this
dead?
isn't gonna break.
No.
This can.
Oh.
Just keep on.
So that you just keep on keeping on, just bang. We're in his face. Just
and then I'd go.
Nose.
Then while he's there, I'd have you filming this. You'd be with me. I'd take out my piece and I'd have a hard piss lined up because I drank a bunch of coconut water.
Yep.
And I'd piss on that flat pancake.
And I'd be going like this.
Hawaiian shaved
piss
ice.
hard, Brendan.
Nope. And then we both go, oh, hi, oh, hi, oh.
Wait, why?
Well, it's just the chant what they do in Ohio State.
Okay, sorry.
Arena.
No, I just want to say.
No, we want to be heroes.
I know, but I just want to go, piss, Brendan.
You can do
piss
that
hard.
First. You can do that first. But
piss it.
But then we got to go into the chant.
Okay. Oh, hi, oh. All right.
Because you really gotta fucking stick it home, man. You gotta make him feel like a piece of shit.
He's kind of dead by that point.
Yeah, I know, but his family and friends need to see that.
Or he's all maimed up. Or he's real all kinds of maimed up.
Or I mean, if you're trying, well, this might be it's too much. We've already gotten pretty deep. I was gonna say, or I just choke him out, and it's not gay, but
you mean
we film us running a train on him.
Yeah, he's not my type.
Well, not not
getting it up.
No,
it would be weird if you had no problem getting it up, and I'd be like,
it's for Ohio. It's for the state of Ohio.
Brennan,
I'm doing it. I'm doing it for the state. Man.
I know, but your dick is rock hard. It's literally
took some drugs.
It's diamond hard.
Nah, I went.
I didn't see you take any drugs. You're clearly turned on by this.
I went to the Conoco up the street. Did the John Jones little sippy sip.
I don't know still how your rod is getting that hard.
Now it's not running a train. It'd be a caboose. I'm in the front. You're in the back.
My dick is turtle head.
You're in the back on his big fat ass.
Nope, I'm sure not. I can't do it.
No, you're 50.
I can't get it up, bro.
I'm going to give you some of the juice.
It won't work. It doesn't matter how much. I can be popping Viagra like Tic Tacs. No, dude, your dick is so hard. You've got to do something about that dong.
We'll figure it out.
Oh, no.
And then all the love and admiration you get from the city of Ohio, you get your pick, man.
Not if you have.
You be hanging out with LeBron.
Not if you're buggering his, but if they see you banging his ass, they're going to be like, nobody's going to be like, he's a hero.
Urban Meyer's going to be like,
he choked him unconscious.
Urban Meyer's going to, you know what's going to happen? You're going to be the Vince Papale of Ohio State. They're going to have you come out, run a route. It's going to be great. You're going to have your jersey, say the kid on the back.
No, because I understand that, but not if
Vince Papale.
He's out on his stomach. And he's out. Let me just go through you've got to get his pants down.
You have to spread those.
Then you got to get your piece all like, and then you have to kind of lie down on him, because that's the only way to. He's lying there.
Yeah, I'm doing it for the city of Ohio.
You got to reach down and peel his rump open.
It's for Cleveland.
Well, dude, no. Cleveland doesn't want you to bang him on the sidewalk like that.
Damn, when you say bang, that's
what it is,
no,
sir.
it's not.
It is. It's not. You're not
we're like
doing
superheroes.
it. No, we're not. It's one thing to choke a guy unconscious. It's another thing to actually then.
See, that's not
take
enough
his
for a
ass
human
away
like
from
that.
him.
That's not enough. That's not enough.
Well, just kill him, maybe.
No, that's too easy. That's an easy way out.
Yeah, but he might come to and be like, "Ooh."
No. You look at this guy. He's
Hey, big guy.
Look at him.
Yeah, he's got a beard. I could.
We don't know where he is. 5 states on alert after alleged Facebook killer promised more deaths.
I mean, he looks like he'd be pretty easy to find
6'1", 244 pounds.
with a terrible beard. Evil. Did you see the fights, Brendan Schaub?
I did.
Yeah.
I did, Brian.
Congrats out there to Mr. Robert Whitaker to start with.
Oh my God!
Wow.
I had to even issue not an apology, but I just admitted I was wrong. I love that. Whenever you pick someone like, "Oh, you're so off, man," I'm like, yeah, no, I did not pick the underdog Whitaker to annihilate Jacare Souza.
Yeah, Jacare Souza.
I literally had to go on Twitter and Instagram and be like, I did not call that one, man. Holy shit, the Whitaker's the real deal. That happens, man, until you see them. Because name the best guy who's beat. Brunson, who ran straight forward at him.
Right.
Until that fight, we really haven't seen him fight the upper echelon.
He looked like he was kicking. I mean, he knocked him out with a kick, then a punch, but his hands were low, and he looked like he's had a lot of boxing. Obviously,
that's how he fights, man.
Right?
Yeah. I love that when people are like their hands are low.
He's had a reach.
No. You can't fight like this.
Yeah.
No one fights like this.
You got to stop the takedown from Jacare.
You're always around boxing, right?
Yeah.
You can do this in boxing.
Right.
There's no takedowns or kicks. In MMA, no one in the world fights like this. There's not one person.
There's not that peekaboo.
Diaz's do this where they're here, but they're traditional boxers.
Right.
No one, when everyone's like, God, these hands are low.
Because you've got to worry about takedowns, right?
Again, it's the old school way of thinking. Hands are low. No, it's mixed martial arts. The range are different. You can have your hands low.
Right.
When you're engaging, you need to have your hands up and stuff like that. But
what I liked is that he's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, but it was able to not panic, and he stood up when Jacare at one point had him on his back.
He had his back.
Yeah, I mean, crazy. Stood up.
I was wrong, man. Robert Whitaker's he's the next truth, middleweight division. Good luck beating that guy.
Damn.
After dismantling Jacare, the UFC's like, hey, here's your 8-fight contract.
Unbelievable.
Enjoy that, son. Get to the fucking back of the line.
Isn't that incredible?
That's life.
That's life.
And now, so you got the problem is though, Whitaker's in a little bit of a he's in a great spot career wise, but he's not going to fight for the title right now because Bisping and GSP are fighting, so that holds that up. Word on the street is they're fighting in July, from what I hear, if GSP passed medicals. So that just ties that up. So then Whitaker fights maybe Rockhold or Yoel Romero.
Yeah.
I think,
well, no, actually, I think it feels like he would fight. It feels like
Mousasi?
that's who he feels like would be next in
Why?
line. Because
Next in line for who?
Musasi's number 4. Well, no, Souza was 3. So you're right.
He beat 3,
right.
and
So
Souza beat Souza beat Mousasi.
No, you're right.
Why would he go back a step? A guy that already beat him.
I think the fight is Rockhold Whitaker right now. I don't think Whitaker's earned a title shot yet.
No, I'm not saying he has.
Right.
I'm saying he's going to fight either Yoel Romero, who's not fighting for a title.
Right.
Everyone's waiting. I think he either fights Yoel Romero or Rockhold.
Right.
I think Rockhold already called him out too.
If I'm
a
Yoel
great
Romero, let me ask you this: if I'm Yoel Romero, and tell me if he's able to do this. I'm saying I'm waiting. I'm waiting for who. I mean, I want that belt. Why would I fight a killer like Whitaker?
It doesn't work like that, though, does it?
Are you not allowed? Can you refuse and wait? If you're
you
him?
can, but you're not guaranteed a title shot because let's say Rockhold fights Whitaker
and beats him
in 30 seconds, head kicks Whitaker,
Yeah.
or if Whitaker goes in there and throws a nasty uppercut, knocks Rockhold out in 30 seconds, he's getting a title shot
getting a
over
title
Yoel
shot.
because he's more marketable. He fought recently.
Gotcha.
If Rockhold goes in and dismantles him, it's probably Rockhold.
Rockhold's dying.
People are gonna
He must be dying.
People are gonna leapfrog Yoel just
Yeah.
because he's not marketable.
That's true. That's how the game works.
And remember, Yoel and Jacare had it. That was a close fight. I thought Jacare won, but they get to Yoel. Whitaker fucking murked Jacare. It wasn't even a contest, really. It was a fucking
it was
beatdown.
unbelievable.
And I got to be honest. I know I'm jumping on the train. I don't give a fuck. I'm jumping on the Whitaker train. I think he beats Yoel right now.
Yeah.
With his heavy hands and takedown defense.
If he beat Jacare Souza that way, there's no reason he couldn't
See
beat
Jacare's face?
Yes, there's no reason he couldn't beat Yoel that way. It just, first of all, you got to also remember that Yoel is 38, 39. And this is a young 26-year-old who has 26-year-old speed. He's also faster, I think. You have to.
He's faster. He hits harder.
Yeah.
He has momentum right now.
Incredible skill.
I thought, and I said this on Big Brown Breakdown, I thought stylistically, Jacare was the worst matchup possible. I said he does great out of any of the top 6. Jacare, just matchup-wise, isn't great for him. And he dismantled him. I stick by it. I think he can beat anyone in the world in the top 4.
The other thing is he's very loose, really relaxed. He looked like he was just totally
If you saw his
relaxed.
fight against Brunson, where Brunson ran chin first, and it was a dangerous fight, and he's relaxed, stays composed, didn't eat shots, and knocked him out.
Yeah.
This
Very
kid
relaxed.
is the real deal, man.
Where does Gegard Mousasi factor in all of this?
He's not a factor right now because he has to re-sign his contract. They signed Jacare, to an 8-fight deal, which he'll retire in the UFC now. So, he'll never touch Bellator or anything like that. With Mousasi, they have to negotiate his contract.
Yeah.
And he's all about money. So unless they pay him the right money, I don't think he cares about titles and stuff like that. He's been there, done that.
Yeah.
He'll walk over to Bellator, who he has a relationship with, Scott Coker.
Right.
So we'll
But
see what happens there.
everybody wants to be the UFC champ. That's the one thing that Bellator doesn't have going for it. Everybody wants to be the UFC champ.
Everyone wants to have money.
Well,
As a guy with over 50 fights, it's not the same.
Yeah.
He's been champ. He's Strikeforce, Dream, all this stuff. He's been there.
Yeah.
For a guy like that, this is his last run. Whether he has 5 fights left or 10 fights left, this is it.
It's funny
So
how he's
you have to
31
make
years
money.
old.
You have to
Yeah.
make money. It's
Yeah.
all about who's going to set me up financially for the rest of my life. Whether it's UFC, Bellator, Invicta, who gives a fuck? Joanna Man style, you got to get
Follow
paid.
the money.
Yeah.
now,
And then you have Michelle
I was
Waterson
going to
Rose.
say that was
Not a good fight.
Rose-
it was my fight of the
Rose
night.
looked
Not a
good,
good
though.
fight.
yeah.
Michelle just, she just got a little bit outclassed on the ground. She didn't offer much.
She had that great headlock that she threw, and then Rose.
Then
just
Rose got
creeps
her
up
back
behind
from
you,
there.
Man. Woof.
Rose grappling is just freaking on another level.
I would imagine Rose has her sights on fighting Joanna again, and this time
They've never
different way.
fought.
Yeah, they have. Joanna
I
and
don't
Rose.
think they
No, they've never
I thought
fought.
Joanna got
No.
no. Joanna. I thought Joanna beat Rose down.
No, she fought the girl who's going to fight.
Oh, right. She fought the other girl who beat
Kovalkiewicz,
up.
right?
Beat her up.
Yeah, she's
that's
never
right.
fought Joanna. But Dana already said Rose is getting the next title shot.
That's gonna
Both of
be
those.
crazy.
Rose to me and Michelle Whitaker are the hottest.
Michelle Waterson.
Waterson, are the hottest.
You got this.
Michelle Whitaker are the hottest fighters to step in the octagon.
Very cool, man.
I think they're very cute.
Very cool. I think that's a tough matchup for Rose. Joanna's just on another level. It's gonna be hard to take her down. Her striking's so elite.
Yeah.
I like the matchup though, and they could use Rose as their champion if it were to work out. And then fucking Mighty Mouse, man, beat the shit out of that
Damn,
dude,
he's impossible to deal with.
Amazing.
and then submitted him.
So what does he do now?
Yep.
He's gonna fight one more time just to beat the record for most defended, and then I think jump to weight classes.
Yeah. And how do you think he does at 35?
Good. He's fought there before.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense for him to fight Cody Garbrandt because Cody's only a one-time champ, right? So why would you put one of the if some people regard him as the best ever? Which I thought about this long hard last night. Rogan and I were texting. He goes, "Best ever, man." Now he's the best ever. I thought, God, I might have to finally agree with him on this. I've always said John Jones, but with all of John's outside of the octagon shit and Demetrius, John's been gone for how long?
He's also
Demetrius
John's also
keeps
had
beating and beating and beating.
John's also gone the distance and had very close fights with definitely with Gustafsson, where you've never seen that really with. I mean,
We have.
not in the past.
We have.
3 years. You haven't seen.
No,
that.
we have Tim Elliott. His last fight, he almost lost.
Well,
he got
Tim
wobbled,
Elliot's a
and Tim had
beast.
his back.
Yeah. That's
And
true.
Tim's, not a
Yeah, that's
Tim's
true.
not a world beater.
Tim's
He's
beast.
gonna be, but just at the time he wasn't. He was
Yeah.
the ultimate fighter winner. So we've seen Demetrius in some trouble, and he's lost before, like legit lost to Pickett, stuff like that. So,
yeah.
but as of now, I would rank. I'm always sizest when it comes to that. I would rank Demetrius Johnson number one.
I do
first
think
time.
though that there is that X factor like you always talk about. Where
Size.
You can't make mistakes like you can.
But
when
you,
you're smaller.
I agree. I know that's
You
usually why I always
to-
have.
You have to
See,
bring that into. You
no,
have
I know,
to.
but I think because John's been gone for so long, he's such a fuck up outside.
Yeah.
He can't be my number one guy anymore.
So for me, I
think
it's
you have
always
to
been
factor that
Anderson
stuff
Silva,
in.
you know, because he was dealing in a weight class where it was your margin for error was very small. And
Well, John's is higher than his.
Probably.
margin of error, for
Probably.
Sure. See, Anderson's not my
205.
top two.
really, really, I got GSP and Anderson for me all
Over
time.
John Jones and Mighty Mouse?
Yes, because John Jones hasn't fought as much as many times. So, as far as greatest ever, and you know what?
I have Mighty Mouse and John Jones. GSP and Anderson Silva after that.
I don't like GSP. I'm not GSP. I don't like Anderson Silva and John Jones anymore in that talk because they both popped for
They
for
both
something,
they
you
both
know?
popped. Yeah, that's
So
the other
that's what
thing.
kinda kills
Like
it
you
for
have
me.
to take that in consideration.
I think DJ for sure.
Yeah, DJ's number one now. He has a clear record. He's beat all comers. And then he beat a guy like Reyes up, with an armbar, who's a world class jiu-jitsu guy,
called that one
world
too.
champion. And he's dominating him.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looked great.
And he's been doing it for a lot longer, and it'll be the most consecutive title defense of all time after this next one. So he's going to do that one more and then move on. But it's interesting because Cody has his fight with TJ. Even if he beats TJ, which is a tough task, if he beats TJ, then he's only a 2-time defending champ. I guess Mighty Mouse could do that, but just to get the belt to be a 2-weight champ. That's what he needs to do. All right, get the record there, but Dana goes, I would just have him keep fighting for that belt there and just make it so far out of reach. And then if another guy, another weight class defends it a bunch, then you can do a super fight. But for Mighty Mouse, keep doing that and you get your guaranteed $375,000 or whatever the fuck you're making. Or you can do super fights and get on pay-per-view and make bank. You're already regarded as, if not the best, one of the top 2 best of all time in everyone's books. I don't know what's there for him.
yeah.
Because the money's not, and then Mighty Mouse. I even heard in a interview he was saying he's like, I don't know what I got to do to be on people's pound for pound best of all time. He's like, hit ladies, test positive. He's right, and he's like, I'm also sick of arguing with people how I'm not a draw. He's like, what do you want me to do, man?
Yeah. It's so tough.
But the fights were good. The fights were really good.
What did you think of the stoppage? Was it an issue for you at all?
You
the
mean with
Jacare
Souza?
stoppage? Yeah.
I thought about that. I think it was on the side of premature stoppages. But, when you're the ref and you're watching a guy's eyes roll back and you see him turn.
In there usually.
Yeah,
and
usually,
also,
you're better to err on the side of caution.
especially
man.
when you're dealing with a guy Whitaker who hit
Yeah.
so hard and Jacare had nothing for him.
He turned
It's
his
kinda-
back. His head was exposed.
He's getting his ass.
I think it was a good
I don't have a
spot
problem with
stoppage.
that. Now, if
keeps
it
you
was
fighting longer.
back and forth, it was like a close fight. Then I'm like, God, let it go on just so it's more clear. A fight like that, let Jacare fight another
Yeah.
day. I don't have an issue with it.
I agree.
At all. Then our boy Roy Nelson lost again. He's had a tough go.
How old is Roy?
39, 38.
I'm going to guess 30.
Again, I mean, you get to
He's
that
won
age.
3 out of his last 7 or 8. But he's fighting the best of the best.
Yeah.
Making a good payday, too.
40.
Yeah.
He just turned 40. Wow.
That's
Wow, I didn't think it was 40.
I thought he was 39 or 38.
awesome.
But he's had a great career, man. But I
Yeah.
don't, how many is he going to keep losing? He's always going to be a draw, though. He's always that guy. But that's how this game goes.
Yep.
There's some good boxing coming.
Is there
up,
a
though.
fight that you're is so no word on Khabib Nurmagomedov and Tony Ferguson back on?
No.
Okay.
I think there was a rumor that September. I think there was a rumor.
Nothing confirmed, though, for sure. I think they're trying to figure out the July stuff, and then
Is there a fight you're really looking forward to?
just in general. What are you laughing at, Chin?
Just one of the videos is Khabib Nurmagomedov and the tiramisu controversy.
Yeah, hilarious. Hilarious.
But yeah.
Fights I'm looking forward to. I mean, that May card, Stipe, JDS. There's a bunch of fun fights coming up, man. Even this Saturday's Nashville card's pretty good. The main event's kind of shit, but I'll always watch Cub Swanson. But how about Nashville? The UFC in Nashville this Saturday. We're in Nashville on Wednesday night,
Yeah.
and then we dip out.
Yeah, then we dip out.
I know.
Got Nashville, then we got. I'm excited about this Austin Moon Tower Comedy Festival. I think you're going to have a blast.
I want to get excited about it.
You're going to have a blast. Trust me. It's so fun to be around just a bunch of comics. You'll love it.
Is Dalia out there or no?
I don't know. Hopefully.
I wish he was. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
funnest one. It's you, me, and Dalia.
Yeah, hopefully he's out there.
It'd be fun though. Austin,
Yeah.
of course, on it, and
Come on,
all
man.
our boys in Austin,
Yeah.
and then Nashville.
Got some spots for us.
In Austin?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in Austin all the time, sir.
I got some spots for us.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
And trust me, you'll love it.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it on air because I don't want people coming. It's my private
Austin.
little place. Yeah.
I've been to Austin. I love Austin.
Yeah.
It's just out there. Well, not just, but I remember I was out there.
We'll be eating good food and drinking good coffee.
Yeah, they have great
Our
stuff
day
out there.
centers around, we're on the road. We're like, where's good coffee?
Usually, yeah. Where's number? And then usually
go
Jay
find that
Shop,
one place.
Usually Jay Shop finds it.
The best. Jay's the best at finding all that stuff.
It'd be fun.
Best
Man.
organizer.
You got some current events, Jen?
Sure.
Did I fuck up your current events? Did you have Casey Anthony on there or that piece of shit killing innocent people?
The piece of shit had that, but yeah, that's good that we already covered that one. All right, the first one is The Fate of the Furious, the new Fast and Furious movie. Wow. It became the biggest movie worldwide of all time.
Damn.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
And did you also know that Vin Diesel owns the franchise?
I didn't know that either, but I did
you-
hear he
did
made
you-
$100 million.
Did you know they say in the next, I think, 2 years, because they have 2 more coming out, he might be the richest man in Hollywood?
How? Because a long time ago we bought this. Damn. God damn. Hey, man, I need to make $100 million.
You're not Vin Diesel. Anyways, I do too.
I got
But
a
he, I'm not even hating on it either. I don't like action movies. I try to get away from all that shit. But I just can't get into the Fast and Furious. And I was talking about
Never
Jay.
seen one of them.
I was talking to Jay the other day. I was down for the other 2, and he loves them. And I go, but they lost me on Tokyo Drift. And he goes, that's the best one.
Is your brother?
Yeah, he's like, that's the best one, you asshole. I went, how did they go from being, like fucking race car drivers as kids into
Rice rockets.
Yeah, I almost said rice rockets. Sorry, Jen. Into fucking. They're working for the CIA, jumping out of planes, and the rocks coming out of a submarine. Like, how do you jump to this?
Yeah.
And Jay's like, this is, and then goes on this whole story. He knows all the characters. Then he said, basically, because Vin Diesel's, producer, creator, a lot of this stuff, he took that world and then remember Triple X that he was in and
Yeah.
meshed them. So that's how you get this great series now.
Damn.
I just can't get
Good
into
on
it.
him, man.
People fucking love it though. You got Charlize Theron in it, who I heard got paid $1 million a day to be on set.
What?
She's there for 12
Damn.
days.
Good for her.
And how about this? A little more gossip for you. How about The Rock and Vin Diesel hate each other?
No.
They can't be on set at the same time.
They don't like each other? Why?
You
They
notice
seem-
a lot of the shots, they're fill-ins. The angles, they're fill-ins.
Why?
They refuse to be on set at the same time. They can't
Why?
stand
That's
each other.
weird. The Rock seems like such a great guy, and Vin Diesel doesn't seem like a dick.
And remember a while ago, The Rock did this Instagram video of saying like,
Yep.
on set, one thing, you can't be late and be a fucking diva, but he didn't give a name.
Okay.
It rhymes with Smimbeasel.
Because I got nothing but love for The Rock. I can't believe The Rock is the originator of that problem.
I don't think he's the original. I think
Yeah.
they say Vin Diesel.
Diesel's,
He's a diva to work with. It's also his shit. So
Damn.
isn't that weird? But they're saying certain shots. I was reading this like there's like they had to do a lot of fill-ins, and you only see them together like once. Other than that,
Wow.
they're always separate, which they say makes the story a little weird because there's a lot of times where they should be together, but they never are. They can't stand each
How
other.
interesting.
Isn't that
I
funny?
can just see the producers and agents dealing with that problem. I'm not fucking on the same set as him, and all hell breaks loose.
But if you're Vin Diesel, you're putting up with it because The Rock brings huge ratings. Obviously,
Did I ever tell you when I was called and asked to present Todd Phillips with an award at the Montreal Comedy Festival for Best Comedy Directing. And they called me, and it was very formal, and they were very excited and said, Todd Phillips has recommended you. This is after The Hangover. Recommended you, and we will provide you with a first-class ticket. You'll be staying at the best hotel in Montreal, and it'd be really amazing. Todd would be very honored if you would do this for him. He'd be so excited. And I was like, Todd would? Of course I'll do that. First-class ticket to freaking the Montreal Comedy Festival. I get to do stand-up, and I'll present him with an award, have a blast. I'm there, I see Todd, we're flying first class. I'm like, dude, it's great. And he looks at me and he goes, are you doing this? I go, I'm presenting you with the award. He goes, no, he looks at me, he goes, hey, what are you doing? I go, what am I doing? I'm presenting you with an award. He goes, you are? And I go, yeah, of course I am. That's why I'm flying here to give you the award. I got a speech and everything. He goes, oh, Jesus Christ. They're so crazy. I go, what happened? He was tying his shoe. And his assistant comes in and goes, hey, you got this award. They want somebody to present it to you. Who do you think? And Todd apparently was tying his shoe. He goes, I don't know. If Callan's doing stand-up out there, maybe he could do it. I don't know, whatever. And then he just goes on to do something else. That's all he had to say. And it was like, wah! The Todd Phillips would be honored. It'd be amazing. And people fill in the fucking words for you, man.
Bro, I thought you were going to give us a... I thought it had to do with them being...
No, what I was going to say is this. I'm sorry. Let me bring it full circle, which is that in Hollywood, if a star or somebody with power says one tiny thing, it'll set off a chain reaction. So when Tom Cruise is about to do a movie, I know this. Tom Cruise will say yes to a movie. The year before he's thinking about doing the movie, there is a whole machine getting ready and in place in case he says yes. And then when he says he's not going to do it, which is like just a mind change, everything goes, it just crumples down. One person can have a ripple effect that's fucking beyond anything. Although that wasn't such a good. Yeah,
all right, well,
it's a little
I
tough.
just want to get that
example.
story out. It's all good.
Yeah.
What else you got, Chin? Do you guys watch them?
I watched them a long time ago. Do you watch them?
You saw the new one?
I didn't see the new one.
But you love them? Are you crunk for it?
I think we should have just stopped the last one.
Not if they're making $100 million, then it shouldn't have. People, my brother says this might be the best one yet.
Really?
You got Clint Eastwood's son in it. You got
It looked like too much action where they're jumping in the air.
I need a story, man.
Yeah.
I need a story.
I get bored with the blowing up shit.
Yeah, that does nothing for me.
Yeah.
The first one, the very, very first one.
I like the first one.
It was back in the days when even all my friends would do wannabe street racing.
Yeah, me too. I
fix
used to.
up our cars.
Yeah, man.
So that was huge.
I
It's
know.
enormous.
It's a big
But then
deal.
After that, no.
Yeah.
What else you got, brother?
All right, Berkeley. There was protests recently, this past weekend, and this is like a well-known, or not well-known, but he's a known white supremacist. He comes into this shot as there's like anti-Trump and pro-Trump protesters. He comes in and just socks this girl in the face and then just books it. And he's all over social media now.
He's a coward.
He socked her in the face and then ran off.
Because he's a bitch.
I'll show you the little
That's
clip
the
of
video?
him. Yeah.
He's a bitch.
Oh, wait, does he get jumped?
Boom.
Oh.
Hits her, and then...
Oh, wait, these white supremacists are just beating the shit out of people.
They're all assholes here.
Oh, my God. Someone's
all
getting
assholes.
jacked up.
But yeah, he just punches her, and then he flees. Like, right here.
Yeah, he's a
There's
bitch.
a bunch of people fighting, though.
He's a little bitch. Look at him.
Someone's knocked out getting fucked up.
Yeah.
She popped up, though, it looks like.
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
God, what a piece of shit.
Yeah,
He's at Berkeley again, too, man. There's so much
Berkeley,
crap.
they just be
Berkeley's always been sort of a hotbed for lots of
protesting.
radical
Yeah, it's kind of
protesting.
like that kind of hippie.
Assholes
vibe.
on both sides.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Plenty of
sure.
leftist assholes and plenty of rightist assholes.
That's the dude right there.
That's the dude.
You little bitch.
He kind of looks
Do we
like
know he's a
someone-
white supremacist, though?
Yeah, he has like a website that talks about white supremacy. He's known for this the
I'm sure.
website.
Yeah, he punches women in the face. He's a bitch.
Is he in trouble? They get a hold of him, and the authorities don't, though.
Yeah.
Which is probably best.
Look at him, though.
Yeah,
What a
hopefully they
little
get a
bitch.
hold of him.
Way to go. That's so brave of you, dude.
She
had dreadlocks.
She also popped right up.
She sure did.
She was all, what the fuck was that?
It was kind of a push punch, wasn't it? He was like, ugh. Poor little guy.
I mean, how can you get so mad that you punch a woman in the face?
Nathan D'Amigo.
Yeah.
Please arrest him. All right, well,
He'll probably turn himself
As of
in.
now, he's still on the run.
He's currently unemployed. No shit.
yeah. Living on a family compound.
Oh, good luck getting him there, though.
yeah.
Sounds looks like you get tough.
Family
Looks
compound.
like you get tricky.
Yeah, could get it.
Looks like you punch a bitch in the face and hides behind daddy.
My
on the
guess is they
compound.
got some guns at the ready. I have a right to defend myself. I like how the leftists are all wearing gloves.
Douche. What else you got, Jim?
He has a closed fist there. That was definitely a punch.
Oh, he's powering through her face, Mark Hunt style.
Yeah.
What else you got, brother?
All right.
That guy sucks.
Here's a terrible story.
All right.
And in Australia again, a 17-year-old girl was attacked by a shark while surfing with her family.
Wow.
So she was in the water with her. I think her dad was with her. Her mother and sister were on on land watching.
Yeah.
And then this girl got attacked on her leg and then eventually passed away from
Blood loss.
Yeah.
Do we know what kind of shark it was? Probably that bull or tiger?
Probably in Australia, probably a great white pointer. A white pointer.
So everything in Australia,
Yeah.
water-wise,
Reported sightings of great white sharks in the area for the past week. Yeah. See, that's where I don't go in the water, but surfers don't care.
I'm sniffing around, maybe doing some big brown breakdowns live in Australia.
That's what I hear.
And
might do a cage dive.
Sure as fuck ain't swimming in the water.
No, you're not, because they're box jellyfish as well.
See, I don't mind a box jellyfish.
They die quick.
They're dangerous.
This is dangerous.
They're dangerous,
Yeah.
but I'm not swimming that deep.
No, it doesn't matter. You can be in a real shallow water with the old box
When they got
jellyfish.
the tentacles out?
See, because the old wind blows them in. The old wind, yeah, it's not good.
They also know, aren't they known as the war jellyfish as well?
No, that would be the Portuguese man of war.
Oof, you do not want to
I've been
touch that.
stung by a Portuguese
You
man
lying
of war.
right now?
Oh no, I'm not. Got it on my legs, and by the way, it was out of the water. When they say that they don't really sting, that's a huge lie. It's a fucking huge lie.
It still got you?
Oh, it got me good on the old leggy peggies. Now here's the thing. The box jellyfish puts you in shock right quick. And you
Hey,
drown.
what would you do if I was FaceTiming you? I'm like, yo, B, Australia's great. You should be, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you?
I'd be like,
I told him not to go to
I
Australia.
gotta find
You would
a
cry for sure.
replacement.
No,
I
you
would
cry
probably-
for sure.
Yeah, I probably would.
Maybe.
I would.
You're a serial
I'd
killer.
be like, we have to sell the house. No, that's crazy. Man.
Surfers have been advised to avoid the area for the next 48 hours.
So there was a woman who about 20 years ago was watching her son swim, and the great white bit him in half. He was a teenager.
in half.
Yeah, bit him right in half. Now that's weird to deal with, isn't it? When a shark comes up and goes,
If you're gonna go,
son.
if you're gonna go though, what an epic! I mean, teenagers horrible. If I'm like 80 though, and I like have cancer,
Yeah.
I'm like, where are they at? Can you chum the waters while I swim out there to die this epic death?
Well,
but I want it to kill me like a fucking seal. Like I want to come. I don't even see it.
Did I ever tell you I was dating
slow
a girl?
motion, and then I'm like this. I go away forever.
You're still cognizant, but you're like,
Oh no! It takes out. It's gonna take my breath away, but I'm just gonna let you guys and go. It's been good
you're gonna double thumb up me, dude. You look. Why are you doing it in slow motion? That's amazing.
because that's what's gonna happen.
All right. Yeah.
What a way to go! Though,
breaches
man.
the water.
It makes CNN for sure.
Yeah, there's a guy who was up in Santa Cruz surfing, and he was your size, 6'4", and he felt this. He goes, "A seal's attacking me." Look, this buddy goes,
Seal.
Buddy's just going like that. He gets picked up out of the water and twisted, and he sees a dorsal fin like over there, and he goes, "Oh!" and he gets thrown. The shark throws him.
Thought he was a seal.
He had a bite mark from the top of his, like the base of his skull to the bottom of his ass. That shark bit him and spit him out.
Did it kill him?
Nope. They were fucking. They surrounded him. They swam him back to shore. He made it. He lived, and basically went back in the water about a month later. He's a badass. But
What a way to go, though. If you're
Yeah.
gonna go, I'd rather go like that than colon cancer.
dude, this girl. Yeah. Well, this girl.
Oh,
I
how'd
used to
Brendan
date-
die? Fucking colon cancer. Boring. Moving on. How's the
Yeah.
bacon? Jeez, how'd Brendan die? Dude, he was out in Malibu and
Yeah.
a fucking great white man. He was barely out
Yeah.
there, came out of nowhere. And then you guys are just telling these epic stories.
Yep.
And it was like, goosh. And then the years go by and Brendan was like, no. He hit in the nose. And then another one came straight at him.
Yep.
And then he was like,
And he goes,
no.
Bring it! Bring it!
And then
Pussy.
he just went, tell my kids I love him. As this thing's like,
And I was like, I won't.
yeah, it was fucking
I'm
epic.
gonna be too busy.
See, I'd rather have that than how'd he die? Fucking car crash.
How about the guy who doesn't grant you your last wish? Tell my children I love them. Probably won't.
Or I'm like, Bryan, I have something important to say. And I do this whole fucking monologue and go, huh? And then it's too late.
Yeah.
Because you'll be older by the time I die. So you're like, what? I'm like,
I'm tempted to
fuck.
tell
and then
this
I'll
story.
just be like this, fuck.
I'm going to tell the story. I did a benefit for my friend who had stage 4 breast cancer. And she did her set. She got up and started to, it's the end. And she started to kind of talk about how this has been an amazing experience for her. And she was
Talking about life?
maybe going to die. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of giving her send off. And Jamie Masada at the Laugh Factory didn't really know what was going on, but he was like, we have to get the stage ready. And he like started flicking the lights on and off. And then he shut her mic off. And they started, and no, in the middle of her speech, she started to play music, and he didn't realize what was going on. He didn't realize what the hell was going on. And in the middle of her goodbye speech, it basically, then the mic got killed. And it was like,
probably for the best.
Like out of a movie, like the worst. By the way, she's 100% fine, and she beat it. And
so that's probably for the best. Because why would she have been like,
yeah.
And I know I'm going to die any day now. Tammy, I fucked Carl. Like, at least it's not on there, you know?
It was a beautiful speech. Yeah. She's a badass, that woman. Shout out to. She knows who I'm talking about.
And she's still kicking on.
She killed it.
You got another one, Chin?
Yeah, this is crazy. I've never seen this before. I don't know if you guys have, but a motorcyclist was riding along, and then a snake jumped from the road and tried to attack him.
God, I gotta see this. I guarantee it's a cobra.
We can't fucking relax on the streets.
Somewhere in Thailand.
You either got that fat guy trying to shoot you in the face, or you got snakes jumping out.
Look at this.
Let's see if I can.
Thailand? Too far.
Oh,
shit. Yaka.
Whoa, dude.
Have you ever seen that?
How about he just goes like this?
That thing belly flopped and definitely got run over by the camera car.
And then, at the end of the video, he's just riding the motorcycle, just didn't even think twice about it.
How hungry is that snake?
Gee whiz, I'll tell you what.
Jeez. Gee whiz is right, Brian. Can you imagine if snakes just started going AWOL on people?
Yeah.
Jesus, I can't.
Snake. Well, they say king cobras will hunt you down. King cobras. Well, you know when a king cobra hisses, you know what it sounds like? Nope. What do you think it sounds like?
Does it sound like a lion or
a
something?
Crying baby.
Are you sure?
That's what I've heard.
From who?
It's what I heard, man. Hey, can you bring up...
You ever seen snakes
King
on a
Cobra?
plane?
Can you bring up King Cobra?
I know
hissing?
of it.
You ever seen snakes on a plane with Samuel L. Jackson? Have you seen it?
I ain't never seen it.
Oh my God. And these terrorists decide to put all the most dangerous snakes in the world up on your carry-on. And they're driving, they release it, but they release all these toxins that make the snakes super aggressive. And this lady's like, yeah, I can't wait to... And then these fucking snakes.
King Cobra sounds.
This one?
Yeah.
Well, that one says epic growling.
So these are like...
Yeah, that sounds like a fucking snake hissing.
Hold on.
Hey, don't do this one, Chin. Go to the first one.
Oh.
Go that angry King Cobra. Let me hear that one.
So we've got the King Cobra here.
I'm more worried about your goddamn short
you are
shorts.
if you get bit.
He's a professional, but those shorts aren't.
Hey, yeah, dude.
One of the world's most dangerous snakes. Do not try this at home.
Yeah, don't let
This
it
is
bite
a
your
wild
balls
King
hanging out the
Cobra,
front of your shorts.
And I'm fucking holding it. Yeah, and the phone's ringing. That'll be
not
Mum.
even making
Hey,
any
Mum,
noise.
I've got a King Cobra. I'll be late
Keep
for dinner.
going. It says epic growling
Take it
hiss.
easy. We're going to put him on the ground because it's getting pretty angry and it's heavy. And this is actually a baby. But it can still kill you. Yeah.
That's a baby?
Beautiful snake.
This is the biggest baby in the world?
But I just leave the snakes alone.
Hey, dude, doesn't sound like a baby. It's all good, man. Maybe
Hold on, dude.
Definitely doesn't.
No, the big ones sound like this.
Yeah. That's not true.
I'm not going to put it in the mouth.
Who told you that?
I'm just going to try and kiss it.
I read it.
I'm just going to let it put it on the ground gently.
Damn it is right. When you see it on YouTube, it's like YouTube's
At least
great.
you can watch Rose and Michelle Whitaker tonight.
Yeah. You're right, buddy. Well,
Yeah.
fuck for the King Cobra, bro.
Yeah, that sounded like a general snake. It's all good. We'll just
No,
move
because that
on.
was the baby.
Yeah.
No, it's,
hashtag that. Yeah, it's all
They've
good.
never caught it on tape,
No,
but I've
yeah, I
heard
bet.
it in real life.
Can you imagine if it did sound like a baby, or like just to entice you to get in? Hey, come over here!
Any of you guys want to see something really epic? Just YouTube when you get home. How to catch a rabbit using 2 snakes. That's all I'm going to say. Aborigine trick.
What else you got, Chin?
All right, Coachella this past weekend. A dude was
Looks like
found
he's going
with...
to take over the world with
He
that
looks
brain.
like a little bandit.
No, he looks
says
like he has a
accused.
giant brain
He looks like
the
an
size of a
evil
jelly
scientist.
bean. He looks like a jelly bean.
Yeah.
So a man
fat
stole
ass jelly
100
bean.
cell phones at Coachella.
How do you steal them?
I think Arsema was saying people are just
He just
they're
got
not
off
paying
on it.
attention to
Probably got
stuff.
off on it.
drunk, high.
No, not got off. He's probably trying to get money, Brian. Not jacking off on the phones.
Selling them?
Yeah, fuck. You know how big of a black market iPhones are?
No.
You're not jacking off on the phones.
But I mean,
There's a huge-
But they can
Hey,
find
bro.
you with their navigation.
Some of them. But you can.
They use the Apple app to locate their missing devices. All dots later led back to 6 foot, 250 pound suspect. Like there he is.
At least 20 phones have been reunited with their phones. Well,
My
you're just
dot
gonna
is
sell
moving
them.
with that guy.
Hey, yeah, how funny is you can just track your
God,
phone
what a
down. now.
dumbass.
Arsema, you said your phone got stolen? Go ahead and jump on the mic right here.
Like, turn that phone off, motherfucker.
Well, first of all, how did your phone get stolen, and was it this jelly bean head?
It wasn't him. I used to work at Flywheel, and I was the
What's Flywheel?
It's that cycling place. They have it in LA, and just like it started in the East Coast, and then now they move over to the West Coast.
It's like
it's pretty much just cycling, and then they have a bar class, which is like a class that just works all your muscles.
oh, cool.
Yeah,
And
it's
you
like-
were the front desk girl?
Yeah, and so it was dead just because it was new to that area, and like it was the middle of the day, and so I put my phone in like a slot by like the desk, like
Like a
behind the
cubby?
desk. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I went to go give a tour because anyone that comes in, you have to give them a tour. And then so I went and gave them a tour, and then I didn't pay attention to my phone. I went to go look for it, and it wasn't anywhere in there. And then I went on the Find My Phone app, and I see it moving. And every single time it'll tell me a correct address, it'd go to another place. So then I locked it, and I put my best friend's number. Like, if you find this phone, call this number. And I guess he went to an Apple store and tried to steal phones from there, and then that's how they caught him.
And you
then-
got your phone back?
Yeah, because they asked him, and so they saw it, my phone was with him, and they asked, he was like, this is my girlfriend's phone. I'm like, well, if it's your girlfriend's phone, why does it say, if found, call this number?
How do you lock a phone like that? That's pretty cool.
On the website, if you
to
just
know.
go sign in your...
You have to enable it, Find My Phone, all the
Okay.
information. You can, I'll show you how
and
it's
it
easy.
just completely locks it.
My thing is, he was going to go to the Apple store and steal phones, like
It
the
was down the
demos.
street from-
Like he was going to rip them off the
I
demo.
don't
You
know
know,
if he tried-
they obviously think of that. Like
He
as soon as you
did-
do it, the security goes
He
off.
did steal it, and then they caught him.
Damn, they caught his ass.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. How about at where I work at Box and Burn, a phone went missing, and they did find my phone, and it was in one of the trainers. They fired him. But so a lot of people leave their phones out, right? Like I leave my phone on.
Trainer
the thing.
stole your...
Like not mine, but someone else's. So people like when work out put their phones there because the box. And if you're doing business, like I have to be around my phone, especially these days. I have to check see if I miss calls or something. So like after I do something, I might do a circuit and then go look at my phone, or I'm listening to music, whatever. People put their phones up on the ring. Well, someone took a phone. This mom was like, "What the fuck? Like, I need my phone. It's so important." They're like, "Don't worry, we'll find it." They do find my phone. It was in the trainer's bag, trainer's bag.
That's so embarrassing.
He's all bing, bing.
Oh, my God.
Here it is. He's all, thought that was my phone, man.
Is there a chance that he might have thought that?
Nope, you fired. You fired.
you fired.
Excuse me, sir. It's a pink phone with giant Hello Kitty on it.
Well, that's
hey, you fired.
Yeah, I thought that was my phone. The pink phone with the Hello Kitty on
How
it.
funny is it? You can track your shit down these days.
Jesus Christ. What's that? Everything I needed to learn, I learned in kindergarten, that book. The basic rules are flush, wipe, don't take what doesn't belong to you, and if you do, put it back, basically. And keep your promises. That's the book.
Right on, brother.
Don't take what doesn't belong to you.
I don't know.
There was a
Also
constitutional
known as
scholar.
common sense or being a good person.
That's basically what a
You talking about the
constitutional
golden rule book?
Constitutional scholar said that the rules to how we govern our, basically our laws are based on those principles. Don't take what doesn't belong to you. Keep your promises, and if you break those two first rules, make amends. That's what you have contracts for. That you have courts
Be a
for.
good person. What else you got, Chin?
All right, one more.
I'm kind of sick. You know what's weird? Oh, I love this one. I definitely want this one on there. Coachella's interesting me because a lot of my friends are going to Coachella and everyone's so into it. I have no desire to go. You go on Instagram, it's just filled with Coachella pictures. Have you ever been, Chin?
I've never had the desire.
Wow, I
to.
feel like that's some shit you go to because you're into music and stuff.
Nope.
Have you been, Arsema?
No, I haven't.
Obviously, we've never. I mean,
No.
all my friends are going. I just have no desire. 30 as shit.
I'm 50 as shit.
Yeah, no, not for us. What else you got, Chin?
InfoWars Alex Jones is a performance artist, his lawyer says in divorce hearing. The Alex Jones who told his legions of InfoWars listeners that bogus stories about the U.S. government being behind the 9/11 attacks and about Hillary Clinton operating a pedophile ring out of Washington, D.C. pizza joint is really a performance artist. That's his own lawyer.
And don't listen to anything he says.
Wow.
So this is interesting because is it just a play? Because he's going for custody of his 3 children. His wife's going, he's insane. How the fuck can you give him kids?
Yeah.
His defense is going, no. It's just for show. He doesn't really believe that. It's all made
He's
up.
playing a character.
So, Chin and I were talking about this off air. Is he just doing it so he don't lose his kids, or is he actually just bullshitting? Because if you're Eddie Bravo right now, you're like, oh my God. It's like if you're super into Christianity, find out that Jesus is not a zombie, it's all fake.
Well, look
you'd
what he's
flip
saying.
the fuck out.
Yeah.
So are the flat Earth people like, holy fuck, man? Or are they like,
Not even Alex
he's
Jones
just doing
believes
it.
in flat Earth. He thinks that's crazy.
Really?
Yes.
God damn.
Alex Jones
People still
has
dig it?
apologized about Pizzagate, and he thinks flat earthers are idiots, which they are, of course.
But if this guy is your Messiah, this guy is your savior, end all be all, and you think he speaks the truth, and he goes, I'm just doing it to make some news, make some money. It's all fake. I'm playing a role. Wouldn't you be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I would be. But I what did I say a long time ago? I go, he is a performer. It's a performance,
sure.
man. It's not, you can't be that. He's either completely crazy or it's a performance. I mean, he makes his living creating entertainment.
They say he pays his ex-wife $46,000 a year or a month.
Yeah. He makes a lot of money.
Now it makes a ton of
He's
money.
got a lot of people listening to him.
But does it hurt his credibility where he goes, I was just fucking around. It's just I don't believe it. I'm just doing it to create some news. Like are the conspiracy theories like,
I hope
God
so.
damn it, they're jumping off that boat now?
I hope so. I hope you don't take, I hope if that's the only source of your information, you're in some trouble.
But I feel like if you're that balls deep in Alex Jones, he says, you're like, I see what you're doing. And if he's like, no, really, I literally just make all this shit up. I'm like, sure you do.
Yeah.
I got you for the courts, am I right? He's like, no, I don't believe any of it. I'm literally just doing it to pay the bills. Like, I got you. I'll see you on the other side. Like, I don't think they're going to buy it.
He's not a stable person, she reportedly told the court. He says he wants to break Alec Baldwin's neck and he wants J-Lo to get raped.
Yeah, but you can't say what he says.
That's
out
his,
here and
that's
hold
his
him accountable.
mom.
Like,
That's his mom.
People, Brendan,
that's his
Bryan,
ex-wife.
Bryan and Brendan want to find the Ohio serial killer and fucking run a train on him.
That's his ex-wife.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people that listen to him are. He's only 43. I just realized he's 7 years younger than me. But a lot of people, I think, that listen to him and are conspiracy theorists will always be conspiracy theorists because you're part of a group. You're part of a community. People want to be part of communities. They also like to be in the know, and they assume everyone is lying to them all the time. That's not.
I just find it fascinating that he's like, nah, man, I don't believe in this shit. I'm just doing it for show.
Me too.
People are like, what the
too.
fuck, man?
Me too.
My entire world revolves around what you say and you stick by it.
Yep.
I feel like if you believe him so much and, you can say, well, he's just doing it so he doesn't lose his kids.
It just bothers me with him because I think he does a lot of damage with, like, when he says the Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre was staged, which is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Crazy.
But, those parents have been harassed by his listeners very badly
It's a bummer.
and continue to be. Even though they show death certificates and everything else,
fuck. It's a
So,
bummer.
but that's what happens with people like him.
Yep.
He's not, in my opinion, a very good guy. And
You said it, brother.
yeah,
I'm just curious what his followers believe. We both agree he's full of shit, not a good guy. But I think the more interesting story is, will his followers, are they going to be hurt? Are they going to back off? Is he going to lose subscriptions? That's the story.
they'll find another Alex Jones, right? I mean, you know what I mean? And I feel like as Alex Jones gets more
I feel like
mainstream,
they're just going to chalk it up as he's just doing that for the court so he doesn't lose his kids.
maybe. But a lot of times, remember, when you're mainstream, like anytime you're a mainstream source of information, which Alex Jones is dangerously coming close to just by the fact that he's got that many listeners, you're going to have the real conspiracy theorists go off onto something else. Remember what Eddie Bravo was
They'll
saying?
find someone.
What Eddie Bravo was saying about a conspiracy theorist is that they get mad at each other because what they'll do is be like, bro, you're giving this conspiracy too much fucking voice. How about my conspiracy, bro? That's the real shit. It's
a weird
everybody
world.
has their conspiracy. Whether it's chemtrails,
I can't fuck
9/11.
with it. I can't fuck with
Yeah,
it.
everybody has their own thing, and if you're giving too much voice to that one, you're fucking biased over there, bro.
I can't fuck
You need
with
to
it.
look over here.
Is that it, Chin?
That's it.
I got to piss so hard.
Do it. Finally, Aaron Hernandez found not guilty of double murder. I don't know enough about this.
How the
but that's
fuck did he get off
crazy.
on double murder? But he's still in prison for life, right? He's still on life sentence, Chin?
Yeah, for the Odin murder.
Fuck, man.
But they're going to obviously appeal that one too.
Damn.
But just
Motherfucker
this
might
is
get out.
crazy.
Playing ball.
I don't think the
Team would
NFL
sign
would
him
ever
like,
have him
oh, they'd sign him like this.
like that.
He's that good of a player.
But hold on.
If he's acquitted of double, for sure.
So in other words, he's been acquitted. So why not have him on?
Yeah. He's
Oh
not
my
guilty.
Lord.
Why are you going to hold it against him? The court of law, the highest supreme justice, Found him innocent, right?
Wow.
So how couldn't you let him play?
Oh, man.
Wow.
Man. Wow, what the poor families.
Despite Hernandez's prior life sentence, which he got a lifer tattoo on his neck, that's probably not smart.
Yeah.
Especially if you get out early, look like a straight asshole. Legal experts said this double murder trial still mattered for him personally.
I mean, I just feel like if you've been indicted for these double murders and you get off, it's like maybe, but there was another murder you also did.
But there's another
murder.
one.
Yeah,
God
so I don't have a bunch of murders where like you, well, if we missed you on this one. It just leads me to believe that he couldn't have been too innocent in that either, but I don't know.
Dude, is this the one? So that Bradley guy who went on trial went against him. He shot him. He shot him in the face. Shot him with the eye. He lost one eye.
Yeah, he
left him for
killed
dead.
that guy. Shot that guy. That guy was
Survived.
okay, but the guy didn't press charges or something on that one.
No, because
right?
he wanted to kill him. The cop's like, "Who did this?" He's like, "Don't worry about it. I'm gonna handle it myself." Because he was gonna go out and kill him. But then Aaron Hernandez got picked up for the other.
So he was hanging with a good group, obviously.
rough crowd.
I think they were saying in this
Handsome
one
serial killer though.
that the guy, that Alexander Bradley guy, he was a star witness, and he was telling the jury that, yeah, I wanted to get back at him. That's why he was testifying like bullshit stuff.
Yeah.
So that's one reason that they kind of threw all this stuff out.
Damn.
Because they realized that their star witness was lying about a bunch
Because he
of
wants
stuff.
to handle himself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus. Which he ended up helping Aaron Hernandez with one eye.
So Aaron Hernandez really, let's be honest, he tried to kill one guy and really probably killed 3 other guys that we know about.
Not according to our court system, sir.
Well, according
He's
to-
killed one guy for sure.
Yeah.
One guy shot in the face. And the other 2 he had nothing to do with, it says.
Yeah. You know, there it is. He's a real peach. He's a real peach
Real
of a
gem
guy.
of human being.
Yeah.
You got to drop your knowledge for us?
It's from a book
Should be on
by
colon
Alvin
cancer.
Toffler, and it's called. I'm sorry to hold on. Hold, please. Hold. Make noise while I look for it. Make noise. It's called Rethinking the Future, and the question I'll leave you guys with is this: how teachable are you? One of the things he says is that people in this ever-changing economy and rapidly changing world had better learn how to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Because if you get too comfortable in what you're doing and whatever job it is, chances are the days of sticking to the same job until retirement are kind of gone. You've got to be able to adapt. You've got to learn, unlearn, and relearn. It's very important. So ask yourself that question. How teachable am I? And if you're not very teachable, why? What are you holding on to? You trying to be right? What's going on? There's a better way to do it, chances are. So that's my wisdom of the day. And that's what Alvin Toffler would ask you as well.
Thanks,
Rethinking
Alvin.
The future. He's a futurist, and he's a smart dude.
And he can read the future.
And he can read the future. Brennan Schaub.
We're going to be in, as you guys are listening to this, we're going to start our walk. We're actually walking to Nashville as you guys are listening to this.
Yep.
We'll be in Nashville. There's less than 20 tickets left at Zany's in Nashville
Stop it.
for TFATK Live. And then we're in Austin for the Moon Tower Comedy Festival. And those tickets are sold out.
Yep.
Austin, Texas. Anything you need, tfatk.com. Tell them where you're going to be.
Comedy
buddy.
Mix, Vancouver, May 4, 5, and 6. You come see me, you bastards.
And I will be in my April 27th show is sold out at the Comedy Store. And then May 3rd, I don't know why I'm having brain. May 3rd, I'm at the Ice House in Pasadena. Less than 10 tickets left now. tfatk.com, Big Brown Breakdown live, UFC 211 for the Big Brown Breakdown at the Ice House, Pasadena. TFATK for anything you need. The collab Roots of Fight Big Brown Breakdown goes live this Wednesday on tfatk.com. Roots of Fight, quality, softness with a little sprinkle of Brendan Schaub.
Sure.
tfatk.com, Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific. Get your tickets now for Bryan Callen, myself, TFATK Live, tfatk.com. This is the Finally Kid. We're out.